Improve the Google ranking of your shop by finding the right keywords and tracking them. Hello, it's Alban from Shopify Tips and Help. In this video, we are going to talk about keywords and more precisely how to find relevant keywords for your shop, but also tracking their efficiency and with which tool or Shopify application you can do so. This video is mainly made for merchants who want to improve their shop in the long run rather than get quick results that won't last. We will therefore aim to improve the natural referencing of your shop through the keywords that will be positioned on your site. Before starting, do not hesitate to like this video and check out our YouTube channel. We are also very active on Instagram, so do not hesitate to follow us. Let's quickly present what SEO or natural referencing is. These terms encompass all the techniques that consist in positioning a site favorably on the first results of search engines corresponding to the targeted queries of internet users. In practice, it is essentially a question of positioning on top on the pages of Google results and, if possible, on the first page and first position. We therefore seek to improve the visibility of your site by putting it in the first result of search engines. So today we are going to focus on a small part of SEO, which is keywords ranking. But remember that you have to mix all the SEO practices to get a really effective result. Also, for businesses, it's a bit more complicated to use keywords because we are not necessarily used to putting a lot of text on e-commerce sites, and especially text like articles. So, as I said earlier, this video is for people who want to use SEO in their strategy to make their sites known in the long run. So now that you see my screen, I'm going to show you a first tool called SemRush. So you've probably already heard of it. It's a very famous website in the SEO area. So once we are logged in, what we do here is type in the keyword or the search expression on which we want to rank. So for that example, I'm going to use fitness leggings without a S, sorry, fitness legging. Okay. Right. So here I'm targeting the country which I'm interested in, and we have already some information, so keyword variations, the questions related, and related keywords. So I'm going to look at related keywords. So once I'm in the related keyword table, I have many keywords. But as you can see, for each keyword, we can see the keyword difficulty right there. In this column. Then we have the CPC here, which is the cost per click. And we also have another important information, which is the volume of research. So it corresponds to the average number of monthly researches for a keyword. For my keyword, it's pretty big. What we do is we are going to try to look at keywords that have a certain volume, even if we don't necessarily have to take the biggest ones. So it doesn't have to be this one or 33,000. It can be less. It's already good to rank on a keyword that has like 210 searches per month. And so if you look a little bit the keyword right now, you can see we have gym leggings UK, gym leggings, women fitness legging, gym leggings, so the word legging come back a lot, which is totally normal. And it's quite important to have all this combination of keywords to really encompass as much of the lexical field of your search expression as possible, so that you can then write your articles, your blog tests, and your titles by including the keywords in them. So in your keywords, it's really important to look at the CPC, which is the average price advertisers pay for a user's click. Mine is around here in $1. Know that when we talk about CPC at 30 cents or 40 cents, in this case, the CPC is not really revealing of the competition on a keyword. And depending on the keywords and the competition around you, you can have CPCs of 10 euros and more. So CPC can be very high. Also, it's always good to look at the keyword difficulty right there. when choosing your keywords. This indicator shows you how hard it will be to rank organically in the Google top 10 for the analyzed keyword. So when the KD is around 25-30%, so here we are more around 30% and 40%. But when it's around 25 and 30%, it will be a keyword with not too much competition. This keyword will rather be accessible, let's say. Here, mine are a little bit high, but we can find some with 20%, 29%, and so less than 30%. In my example, fitness legging, when you look at the first keywords that we have, some of them are quite interesting. So what I like to do and what I would advise you to do at this point is to open an Excel or a Word file and list the keywords you have found. So my Excel looked like that. So I put, it was just an example here. So I copy and paste all the keywords that I want to add to my site. And then once I've added them on my website, I just check the box or I put the number of time I've added it. So here, if I was really interested in fitness legging, I could choose my keyword right now. Let's try to look at the volume, the KD, and CPC. Here, I would copy and paste gym legging. I'm putting, okay, right here. Then I go back, do that for another keyword. Know that keywords are often repetitive and it can be only words that are reversed or that are quite similar. It's totally normal and it is still necessary to enter them to reach the most queries. So it's not because I'm taking the gym legging keywords that I won't add the gym leggings with an S keyword in my site, because each person will search for different keywords. Some will add an S, some no. It's important to really target every queries of the consumers. And they may even be keywords that are spelled with mistakes. Again, this is normal. Consumers do not always use the correct spelling, so it is also possible to rank on spelling mistakes. Once you have listed your keywords, like I did here, I didn't show you because it takes a little bit of time. But once you have done that, you can use your Excel to include them in your text and keep tracks of which keyword you have put, like we said earlier. And of course, if I'm selling, let's say for my example, only black leggings, I will not rank on the keywords Pearl gym leggings like this one, because then I will have the wrong target coming into my shop. And that's not what we want. So when you sell a specific product, make sure that you are choosing keywords that are really related to your product. So for this keyword research, I've used SemRush, but you can also use other SEO tools like Yoda Insights, Google AdWords, and many others. I also encourage you to do your keyword search on several sites to have a better analysis and identify the queries to the maximum. I will now introduce you to a second tool that will be useful only for Shopify immersions. So this is the SEO Master King Shopify app. So when we Google it, we are here. Here you have the listing of the application, as you can see here. So this application is much cheaper than SemRush or most SEO tools. At the moment, it's completely free. And it will allow you to track the evolution of the ranking of your target keywords. So it can be very interesting for you to have the daily evolution of keywords. Now let's directly look into the application. Before starting on the application, note that this application is not ready to look for new keywords, but it will help you once you have found your keywords to identify their effectiveness and calculate their performance. So I've already entered the information needed, which is only the URL of your website and the targeted country. Here we are on the dashboard page, which gives you some information about your website, so the trust flow, citation flow, index URLs, and other information, graphs. Right now, for this video, we are interested in the My Positions page. The My Position page indicates the current position of your keywords in the search engine according to your country. Of course, you once again can see the volume, the cost per click, and the keyword difficulty here, and the list of keywords right there. What is truly interesting with this app is that you can select the keyword you wish to keep track of by clicking on those little icons in the add section. So I'm adding some right now. Okay. So the keyword will then be added to the page My Tracked Position. So if we go into that page right now, we have some keywords. So before the video, I've already added some keywords. In this table, you will be able to follow the daily evolution of your keywords and to detect the slight change in each of them. The data are updated every 24 hours. In the table, you can see P current, which is the current position of your keyword. Then we have P minus 1 day. So it is the position of your keyword 24 hours ago. Here you have P best, which corresponds to the best position obtained from your keyword since you've added it to your website. And lastly, we have P first, which is the position of your keyword on the day of its addition in the interface. It is therefore a really good tool for tracking the performance of your keywords and their evolution. For the sites that I entered in the application, you can see that there are not a lot of evolution in the keyword ranking, but you can see that for scrunch bum leggings, they've lost a position compared to the day before, because yesterday they were in the first position and right now they are in fifth position. Of course, I advise you to put all your keywords in the My Track Positions table. With this app, you can also access the infos about your competitors by going on the competitors page right there. And here you can see your position compared to theirs. You have different tables, different graphs. And lastly, you can also track your backlinks. If you use backlinks, you have your backlink history and the top backlinks of your website. And that is it for this application. If you are interested in trying it, since it's free, don't hesitate to do it. I will put the link in the description, of course. For the last tool, we will concentrate on key questions more than on keywords. So why is it valuable for you to target key consumer questions? Well, you can use these questions to make FAQs or use them in your article titles, and this will make you come up in the search engine. This is especially important as people often type their queries in the form of questions. So by putting questions in your articles and in your text, you are directly targeting people that search this question. So key questions are therefore an essential part of your keyword strategy. Now back to my screen with the website Answer the Public. You will be able to type your keyword. So here, let's put fitness leggings. And then you have to select the targeted country. Here, once again, we're putting United Kingdom. And lastly, you can select the language. And we click on search. The website will give you the question related to the keywords that you typed. So we have around 11 questions in here, but you have other graphs below. There are a lot of questions that you can integrate to your FAQs. What you can also do is use more precise keywords to find other questions and make FAQ by categories or projects, for example. So you will really be able to target the queries of your consumers. And once again, what you can do is copy and paste the questions that you want to add to your website. So make a list of them. Once you have all your key questions and your keywords, you are good to go and begin to add those keywords to your website. And that's it for this video about finding relevant keywords for your shop and keeping track of their evolution. You can find the link of SemRush, SEO Master King and Answer the Public in the description. I hope you find this useful and that it will encourage you to use keywords in your shop. And of course, I would love to hear all about your experiences in the comments. If you like this video, do not hesitate to like and subscribe. You can also join the private Facebook group on which we put a lot of info about Shopify and the business. The link is in the description. Thank you all for watching and have a good day. Bye!